We're learning more about the allegations made in the lawsuit against the City of Boise by the former director of the Office of Police Accountability, Jesus Hara.
Including claims the city interfered with an internal investigation into the former police chief. Our Jake Garcia explains how we got here.
Well, to understand how we got to this week's lawsuit, we have to go back almost a year. In October of last year, then Chief of Police Ryan.Lee was accused of breaking a sergeant's neck during a briefing while explaining a banned move by BPD. The sergeant alleged Lee did not tell him he was going to take him to the ground. Now, in November, the allegations against Lee were being investigated by the Idaho State Police. Fast forward to February of this year, according to the lawsuit, that is when BPD's Office of Internal Affairs expressed concerns to the Office of Police Accountability that Lee was interfering with an investigation where he was the subject. Lee oversees the Internal Affairs Office. Now, Hara notified the city's chief of staff, where Hara says the chief of staff was dismissive of the complaints against Lee, which ranged from a hostile work environment to retaliation and concerns of waste of public funds and interference into the Office of Internal Affairs investigations. Now, the OPA began to look into the claims, and then in April, Hara says he notified the mayor and the chief of staff of his findings that he had so far, and that Lee should be placed on administrative leave until the internal investigation was complete. 2 days later, Hara said that he received an email that the OPA will take no further action regarding those complaints. Court documents show that in May, the city stood by Lee and states that Lee did not violate policy and will not be placing him on leave. A week later, Hara is accused of releasing confidential information to the press. Hara denies ever releasing that information. In June, Hara states that the city instructed the OPA not to accept any complaints from BPD officers or city employees. Now, in September, the mayor asked for the resignation of Chief Lee, citing new information, but would not elaborate on what that new information was. McLean names Ron Weiniger as interim chief, and that same month, the city claims that Hara was looking at live feeds of police body cameras, but that was later determined not to be possible. Also in November, Hara expressed concerns with council leadership about the internal affairs failure to investigate or discipline repeated excessive use of force by a BPD officer. That officer has the subject of a total of 16 different complaints. On November 21st, Hara filed a grievance with the city through his lawyers, and Hara says the next day his access to the city's evidence database was revoked without warning. Of course, on Friday, December 2nd, the mayor placed Hara on administrative leave. By the next week, the city council met in special session. The council voted 5-1 to fire Hara as OPA director. All of this while the city is paying a D.C. law firm $500,000 to investigate a former captain who participated in an event for a group that's known for white supremacy. It's important to note that all of the allegations in the lawsuit are just that, allegations. Now, we reached out to the city for comment, but as expected, they will not comment on pending litigation. In studio, Jake Garcia, Idaho News 6.